6 morning symptoms that could be a warning. Don't ignore these. Has your body been sending silent warnings every morning? Maybe you wake up feeling more exhausted than when you went to bed, or your hands feel stiff, making it hard to hold a cup of coffee. Your body gives signals of serious health problems, but most people ignore them until it's too late. Ignoring these signs can lead to severe complications, including heart disease, diabetes, or permanent nerve damage. If you've been experiencing any of these symptoms, it's time to pay attention. Let's go through 6 morning symptoms you should never ignore, what they mean, and how to address them. Symptom 1: waking up exhausted. You went to bed early, got your recommended 8 hours, yet still wake up feeling like you barely slept. Your body feels sluggish, your mind is in a fog, and the idea of starting the day seems overwhelming. If this happens regularly, your body might be sending you a warning. Why it matters. Persistent morning fatigue isn't just about needing more sleep. It often signals an underlying health issue that's quietly draining your energy. Some of the most common causes include sleep apnea, a condition where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep, leading to oxygen deprivation. This prevents your body from reaching deep, restorative sleep, leaving you exhausted in the morning. Diabetes, if your blood sugar levels are too high or too low during sleep, your body can't efficiently regulate energy, resulting in morning sluggishness. Hypothyroidism, a slow or underactive thyroid, affects metabolism, making it difficult for your body to recharge overnight. Chronic dehydration, when your body lacks proper hydration, it struggles to carry oxygen and nutrients efficiently, leading to fatigue. Nutrient deficiencies, low levels of iron or magnesium, impair oxygen transport and muscle relaxation, making quality sleep harder to achieve. Ignoring these signs can have serious consequences. A study found that untreated sleep apnea increases the risk of heart attack by 140% and stroke by 120%. A real-life example. Joe, a 68-year-old retired teacher, had always been an early riser, but over the past year he felt constantly drained no matter how long he slept. His daily walks became harder and he started experiencing memory lapses. His wife Carol noticed something alarming. Joe would snore loudly and sometimes stop breathing for a few seconds before gasping for air. Concerned, she urged him to see a doctor. Joe's diagnosis: severe sleep apnea. His oxygen levels were dropping significantly throughout the night, forcing his body to work overtime just to keep him breathing. This constant struggle disrupted his sleep cycles, leaving him exhausted. Once Joe started using a CPAP machine, adjusted his sleeping position, and made small lifestyle changes, he felt like a completely different person. His energy returned, his focus sharpened, and his risk of cardiovascular issues dropped significantly. What you can do. If you wake up exhausted despite getting enough sleep, take action. Check for sleep apnea. If you snore, wake up gasping, or feel fatigued during the day, consult a doctor. Sleep apnea is treatable but dangerous if ignored. Fix your sleep position. Sleeping on your back can worsen apnea. Try sleeping on your side to keep airways open. Avoid alcohol before bed. Alcohol relaxes throat muscles, increasing the risk of snoring and oxygen deprivation. Practice breathing exercises. Try deep breathing before bed to improve oxygen flow. Increase magnesium intake. Magnesium-rich foods like spinach, almonds, and dark chocolate help relax muscles and improve sleep quality. Stay hydrated. Dehydration reduces energy production. Start your morning with water before drinking coffee. Morning exhaustion isn't usual, it's a signal. Listen to your body, make small changes, and reclaim your energy. Symptom 2: morning HES. You wake up barely able to open your eyes, and before you even take your first sip of coffee, a dull, throbbing pain lingers in your head. Maybe it's a mild ache or feels like a tight band wrapped around your temples. Either way, starting the day with a headache is frustrating, and it could be a warning sign that something deeper is going on. Why it matters. Waking up with headaches occasionally is normal, but if they happen frequently, your body may be signaling an underlying issue. Here are some of the most common causes. Dehydration: your body loses water overnight, and if you don't rehydrate, your brain can slightly contract, pulling on pain-sensitive areas and triggering headaches. High blood pressure, hypertension. Blood pressure naturally rises in the early hours of the morning. If it's too high, it can cause vascular headaches due to increased pressure in the blood vessels. Low blood sugar, hypoglycemia. Your brain runs on glucose. If your blood sugar drops too low overnight, your brain doesn't get the fuel it needs, leading to a pounding headache. Sleep apnea interrupted breathing reduces oxygen levels, triggering morning headaches due to oxygen deprivation. Poor sleep posture, using the wrong pillow or sleeping in an awkward position, can strain your neck and spine, leading to tension headaches when you wake up. According to medical school, untreated high blood pressure increases the risk of morning headaches by 40%, and people with sleep apnea are twice as likely to suffer from chronic morning headaches due to oxygen deprivation. A real-life example. Nancy, a 72-year-old grandmother, struggled with headaches every morning. She assumed it was just a sign of aging or poor sleep. She tried everything, switching pillows, adjusting her sleep position, and even stretching before bed, but nothing worked. Then one morning, she checked her blood pressure as soon as she woke up. The numbers shocked her. Her blood pressure was dangerously high, even though it had been normal at her last doctor's visit. Her doctor explained that blood pressure spikes in the early morning are common, but for some people they're extreme. If left unchecked, they can lead to strokes, heart attacks, or permanent brain damage. After adjusting her medication and hydration habits, Nancy's morning headaches disappeared within a few weeks. What she thought was a pillow problem turned out to be a serious warning sign from her body. What you can do. If you frequently wake up with headaches, don't ignore them. Here, how you can fix the problem. Rehydrate first thing in the morning. Your brain needs water to function properly. Drink a full glass of water as soon as you wake up. Monitor your blood pressure. Keep a home blood pressure monitor and check your levels regularly, especially if you're over 50. If your morning readings are high, consult your doctor. Avoid late-night caffeine. Caffeine withdrawal can trigger morning headaches. Try cutting off caffeine at least 6 hours before bedtime. Fix your sleep posture. Use a pillow that supports your neck and keeps your spine aligned. If you sleep on your side, choose a firmer pillow. Improve oxygen levels before bed. If you snore, wake up gasping for air, or feel exhausted during the day, you might have sleep apnea. Practice deep breathing exercises before bed or talk to your doctor about a sleep study. Morning headaches aren't just an annoyance, they're a warning sign. Whether it's dehydration, high blood pressure, or poor sleep habits, making small adjustments today can prevent serious health issues tomorrow. Start by drinking more water, checking your blood pressure, and improving your sleep posture. If the headaches persist, consult a doctor to rule out any severe conditions. Have you ever experienced morning headaches? What worked for you? Let us know in the comments. Symptom 3. Numb hands or feet. You wake up, stretch, and suddenly notice that something feels off. Your hands or feet are numb. Maybe you feel a tingling sensation, like tiny pins and needles prickling your skin. Or perhaps there's complete numbness, making your limbs feel disconnected from your body. At first, you might shake it off, thinking it's just because of a bad sleeping position. But as days go by, it keeps happening. Sometimes the numbness takes longer to fade. Other times, it lingers into the afternoon. And then a worrying thought creeps in. What if this isn't just a sleeping problem? Why it matters. Frequent numbness in your hands or feet is often an early warning sign of underlying health issues, some of which can become permanent if left untreated. Here are some of the most common causes. Diabetes and nerve damage. Peripheral neuropathy. High blood sugar levels damage the nerves, causing numbness, tingling, and burning sensations in the hands and feet. The American Diabetes Association reports that 50% of seniors with diabetes experience some form of nerve-related numbness. Vitamin B12 deficiency. Low B12 levels can lead to nerve damage, causing weakness, numbness, and even cognitive decline. Poor circulation. If blood flow is restricted, your extremities don't receive enough oxygen, leading to numbness or cold hands and feet. This is often seen in people with heart disease or those who sit for long periods. Compressed nerves. Carpal tunnel syndrome or sciatica. Nerve compression in the wrist, spine, or lower back can restrict nerve signals, leading to chronic numbness, tingling, and weakness. Ignoring this symptom can lead to permanent nerve damage, mobility issues, and even loss of sensation. But the good news, early action can slow, stop, or even reverse the symptoms. A real-life example. Frank, a 69-year-old retired engineer, noticed something strange. Every morning his feet felt numb. At first he assumed he had just slept in the wrong position, but as time went on, the numbness became more frequent. One day he realized it wasn't just in the morning. He stumbled more often, had trouble balancing, and sometimes felt a burning sensation in his toes. his wife urged him to see a doctor. The diagnosis: early-stage diabetes. His doctor explained that high blood sugar levels were damaging his nerves, a condition called diabetic neuropathy. Had he ignored the symptoms, the damage could have become irreversible. But Frank took action. He monitored his blood sugar, adjusted his diet, and started taking B12 supplements. Within months, his symptoms improved significantly. If he had waited longer, he could have faced severe nerve damage, difficulty walking, or even limb amputation. What you can do. If you experience frequent morning numbness, don't ignore it. Here are simple, effective ways to restore nerve health and improve circulation. Check your blood sugar levels. If you have frequent numbness, get your blood sugar tested. Diabetes is one of the leading causes of nerve damage. If you're diabetic, keep blood sugar levels stable by eating a balanced diet and staying active. Increase your vitamin B12 intake. B12 is crucial for nerve function. Low levels can cause numbness, memory problems, and muscle weakness. Eat B12-rich foods like eggs, dairy, fish, and lean meats. If you're vegetarian or vegan, consider a B12 supplement. Consult your doctor first. If you have digestive issues like acid reflux, your body may struggle to absorb B12 properly. Injections might be necessary. Improve circulation before bed. Poor circulation restricts oxygen to your hands and feet, leading to morning numbness. Stretch before bed, focusing on foot rotations and wrist exercises. Keep your legs slightly elevated while sleeping to promote blood flow. Avoid sitting in one position for too long before bed. Use warm compresses. Heat stimulates blood flow and relaxes nerves. If you wake up with numbness, warming your hands and feet can quickly restore sensation. Soak your hands or feet in warm water for 5–10 minutes in the morning. Use a heating pad before bed, especially if your room is cold. Massage your hands and feet with warm oil, such as coconut or olive oil. Engage in gentle morning exercises. Movement wakes up your nerves and improves circulation. Foot rotations. Sit up in bed and slowly rotate your feet 10 times in each direction. Hand clenches. Open and close your hands 10 times to stimulate nerves. Toe wiggles. Move your toes up and down to boost circulation. Bonus: the 1-minute nerve test. Not sure if your numbness is serious? Try this. 1. Close your eyes and ask someone to gently touch your toes with a cotton ball. 2. Can you feel it clearly? If yes, your nerves are likely fine. If the sensation is dull or completely absent, this could indicate nerve damage. If you notice reduced sensation, see a doctor immediately. Waking up with numb hands or feet isn't just a minor inconvenience. It could be an early warning sign of diabetes, nerve damage, or circulation problems. But the good news: small changes can prevent serious consequences. Here's a quick recap of what to do. Check your blood sugar levels. Diabetes is a major cause of nerve damage. Increase your B12 intake. It's crucial for nerve health. Improve circulation. Stretch before bed and keep your feet elevated. Use warm compresses. They help restore blood flow and sensation. Engage in morning exercises. Even small movements make a big difference. Take action today. Your nerves will thank you later. Have you ever experienced morning numbness? What helped you? Let us know in the comments. Symptom 4. Morning dizziness. You sit up and the world spins. It lasts seconds or minutes, making you feel off balance. Why it matters. Low blood pressure, a sudden drop causes. Dehydration, overnight fluid loss affects brain function. Inner ear issues, imbalance in ear fluid leads to vertigo. Medication side effects, some drugs cause dizziness upon waking. A study in the Journal of Clinical Hypertension found older adults with extreme blood pressure drops are at higher risk of falls. A real-life example. Carol, 70, nearly fell one morning. A doctor found her blood pressure dropped too low at night due to medication timing. Adjusting her dosage and increasing hydration solved the issue. What you can do. Stand up slowly. Sitting up too fast worsens dizziness. Drink water before getting up. Prevents morning dehydration. Review medications. Some medications cause low blood pressure. Practice balance exercises. Strengthen stability with simple daily movements. Sleep slightly elevated reduces fluid imbalance in the inner ear. Symptom 5. Morning stiffness. You wake up and try to move, but your joints feel locked in place. Your fingers struggle to bend, your knees feel stiff, and even turning your neck takes extra effort. Maybe it takes a few minutes for your body to loosen up, or maybe it takes half an hour or longer. At first, you might brush it off as a normal part of aging. But what if this stiffness gets worse over time? What if one day, simple tasks like tying your shoes, getting out of bed, or even holding a cup of coffee become a struggle? Morning stiffness isn't just an inconvenience, it could be a warning sign of an underlying health condition. The good news, you can take steps today to keep your joints healthy and mobile. Why it matters. Several underlying conditions can cause joint stiffness in the morning. Osteoarthritis, the protective cartilage in your joints, wears down over time, causing stiffness, pain, and reduced mobility. Rheumatoid arthritis (RA), an autoimmune disease where the body attacks its own joints, causing inflammation and long-lasting stiffness. Inflammation from poor diet, processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats increase inflammation, making joints stiff and swollen. Fibromyalgia, a chronic pain condition that affects muscles and joints, leading to stiffness, fatigue, and tenderness. Lack of movement. If you're inactive for long periods, fluid in the joints thickens, making movement harder in the morning. According to the Journal of Rheumatology, if stiffness lasts longer than 30 minutes in the morning, it could be rheumatoid arthritis or another inflammatory condition. A study on arthritis and joint health found that daily stretching and anti-inflammatory foods can reduce morning stiffness by 40%. A real-life example. A 66-year-old retired teacher noticed something troubling. Every morning her hands felt stiff, so stiff that she struggled to open jars, turn doorknobs, and even hold a spoon properly. At first, she assumed it was just a part of aging, but as the months went by, the stiffness worsened. It took longer and longer to loosen up in the morning. Finally, her daughter convinced her to see a specialist. The diagnosis: early stage rheumatoid arthritis. The doctor explained that her immune system was attacking her joints, leading to inflammation and stiffness. But here's the good news: because she caught it early, she could make simple changes to slow the progression and reduce stiffness. She started stretching every morning and before bed. She switched to an anti-inflammatory diet with more omega-3s and fewer processed foods. She started using warm compresses on her hands in the morning. Within a few months, noticed a huge improvement. Had she ignored the symptoms, her condition could have worsened, leading to permanent joint damage. What you can do. If you're experiencing frequent morning stiffness, here are science-backed solutions to improve joint mobility and reduce inflammation. Try mild stretching before bed and after waking. Joints stiffen overnight because they aren't moving for hours. Stretching helps keep them lubricated. Before bed, do gentle stretches for your hands, knees, shoulders, and back. In the morning, slowly stretch your hands open and closed, bend your knees, and do gentle neck rolls. Try bed stretches before getting up. Extend your arms and legs while lying down to ease stiffness. Even 5 minutes of stretching can make a difference. Use a warm compress in the morning. Heat helps increase blood flow and loosen stiff joints. In the morning, use a warm towel, heating pad, or warm water soak for 10-15 minutes. If stiffness is severe, try a paraffin wax hand bath. Many arthritis sufferers find this treatment helpful. Avoid extreme cold, which can tighten joints further. This simple habit can reduce stiffness by 30% or more. Discuss anti-inflammatory options with your doctor. If stiffness lasts longer than 30 minutes in the morning, it's a sign that inflammation is affecting your joints. Ask your doctor if you need blood tests for rheumatoid arthritis or other inflammatory conditions. Discuss options like anti-inflammatory medications, physical therapy, or supplements. Consider natural anti-inflammatories like turmeric or ginger. Catching inflammation early can prevent long-term joint damage. Incorporate omega-3 fatty acids into your diet. Omega-3s are natural inflammation fighters that help lubricate joints and reduce stiffness. Eat fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Include chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts in your diet. If needed, consider an omega-3 supplement. Consult your doctor first. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who consume omega-3 rich diets experience 50% less joint stiffness over time. Engage in gentle morning yoga or Tai Chi. Low-impact movements like yoga and Tai Chi can increase flexibility, improve circulation, and reduce stiffness. Try simple yoga poses like cat-cow, child's pose, or gentle twists in the morning. Practice Tai Chi to improve joint mobility and balance. Aim for 10-15 minutes of gentle movement each morning. A study from medical school found that people who practice Tai Chi regularly experience improved joint flexibility and reduced stiffness. Bonus: the joint mobility test. Want to check if your stiffness is affecting your mobility? Try this. 1. Clench your fists, then open your hands wide. If you feel pain or stiffness, your joints may be inflamed. 2. Bend your knees and hold for 5 seconds. If your knee joints feel tight, they may lack lubrication. 3. Try walking up and down a small step. If stiffness worsens, it could be a sign of arthritis or inflammation. If stiffness lasts more than 30 minutes daily, consult a doctor. Morning stiffness isn't just a sign of aging. It's your body telling you something needs attention. Here's a quick recap of what to do. Stretch before bed and after waking keeps joints flexible. Use a warm compress in the morning, eases stiffness. Talk to your doctor about anti-inflammatory options if stiffness lasts more than 30 minutes. Eat more omega-3s, reduces joint inflammation naturally. Try yoga or Tai Chi, improves mobility and balance. Taking action now can prevent long-term joint issues later. Have you ever experienced morning stiffness? What worked for you? Let us know in the comments. Symptom 6: night SWATS or cold SWATS. Waking up drenched or suddenly shivering isn't normal. Why it matters. Hormonal changes, thyroid issues, or menopause can cause sweating. Infections, night sweats can signal bacterial or viral infections. Heart problems, cold sweats may be a sign of cardiovascular issues. What you can do. Monitor night sweats, keep track of patterns and temperature changes. Adjust sleepwear and bedding, use breathable fabrics to regulate body temperature. Limit alcohol and spicy foods, these can trigger excessive sweating. Consult a doctor if persistent sweating could indicate deeper health problems. Final thought. Your body speaks to you every morning. Are you listening? If these symptoms sound familiar, don't ignore them. Small changes today can prevent serious health issues tomorrow. Which symptom surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If this helped you, like, subscribe, and share. It could save a life.